because my name indeed is Mark Hatfield, and I'm a proud member of a STEAM team. Okay, we're a group of elite athletes right across Canada who have the privilege of speaking to young people about achieving their dreams. These dreams, we call these goals, right? We all have goals, right? Who here would like to do something like climb Mount Everest? Okay, you're crazy, but those are goals, right? Right, those are goals. Who would like something like get an A in math class this year? Yeah, those are goals. Who would like a date to the big dance? Okay, we'll work on that later, sir. Yeah, very good. Very good, that's a goal, right? That's a goal. When I was your age, wait a minute, how old are you guys? How old are you? 11. When I was your age, I was much younger. It's a joke. Okay, when I was your age, when I was 10, I had a goal, okay? I'm going to tell you that story. There's going to be some cool stories, and there's going to be a sad story. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. That's okay, because in life, sometimes things are sad, and things are difficult, but we don't let that get in our way. Okay, we use these things as motivators. We use them to help us achieve our goal. I'm going to tell you guys how I did it, and you can use my example to do it for yourself. Okay, sound good? Yeah! Very nice! Very good. Okay, let me take you back in time. 1980. None of you guys were born. Some of your teachers may still have been cool. I don't know when they crossed over. Joke, teachers, I love you, right? The winter of 1980, January 22nd of that winter, I was sitting on my couch with my big brother Bill. That's him here in giant size. My goodness, and that's me with the head's the same size, but that's me right there. That January 22nd, we were sitting on the couch, and who here has a big brother? Oh my goodness, unbelievable. Okay, pretty cool to have a big brother, right? Yeah, well, you're gonna realize when you get to be an adult that having a big brother was pretty cool. Pretty cool for me. He was my mentor. Anything Bill said to do, I would say, yes, Bill. Okay? Today, Mark, you're gonna go shovel the driveway. Yes, Bill. Didn't always work that great, but he said, Mark, Dan Marino for the Miami Dolphins is your favorite player. And I said, yeah, Bill, okay. And today, he's playing in the Super Bowl. You guys heard of the Super Bowl? It's like the American version of the Grey Cup. Yeah, okay, so that day the Grey Cup was, the Super Bowl was being played, and Dan Marino, a rookie quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, was playing. Yeah, you can clap, feel free to clap at any time. I like you. Yes, very good, very good. And Bill is 4.5 years exactly the day older than me, but we are roughly around the same size, as you can see. And so he'd say, Mark, you know, you're a big guy, and Dan Marino made it to play in the Super Bowl in his first year of professional football. You know, great things can be done. Surely someday, Mark, you can make it to play in the NFL. You know what? I love football. Yeah, Bill, let's do that. Bill was going to help me. Bill was my mentor. So once a week, Bill would take me out to the local sports field, and he would have me do push-ups, run sprints, throw balls for me, I would catch them. And we did this every week for 3 years. Okay, till I was 13. And said, hey Mark, now you're going to go to high school. You guys heard of Gloucester High School? Yeah. Not that far down the road, right? Gloucester High School. He said, they have a football team. You guys are getting a football team this year, right? Yeah, the year for football, Notre Dame! Yes! All right, so Gloucester High School had a football team, so I was joining that team. He said, Mark, it's grade 9. I want you to go out, try out for the football team. So that's what I did. Okay, day 1, I went to high school, all the classes and everything. End of the day, I put on the equipment, never had it on before. And I go out, it's my first big play, I'm running down the field, here comes the ball. And you know when you do something really good the very first time you do it, and you go, whoa, that kid's a natural. You know that? Didn't happen. Got smoked so hard. I was lying there on the ground, looking up all dizzy, and the guy who hit me standing over top of me. You alright, dude? Like that. I look up. Guy's got a beard. You know the one guy in high school who has a beard already? Well, he knocked me out on my first day. He's a scary looking dude. Okay, he's got beard, earrings, bandana on. I run home to Bill. I go, Bill, man, maybe this is too hard for me. And I think there's a pirate on the team. Bill goes, Mark, you get back out there. If this was easy, it would not be worth doing. Next day, I head back out. Everything goes well. My first year of organized football, folks. Feel free to clap when this is announced. My first year of organized football, we had a perfect season. Yeah! Woo! We perfectly lost every game. 0 wins, 8 losses. No big deal, Bill says. He goes, you know what? Time to up the ante a little bit here. You're going into your second season. We're going to start working out 2 times a week. So that's what we did. We hit the field, push-ups, sprints, 2 times. My second season happens. Good things are happening. You know, I'm ready for it up here, in here. I'm catching some balls, scoring some touchdowns, and the team is winning some games. Bill says, you're doing a lot better this year. Okay, this year, your team is going to make it to the playoffs, and the playoffs are a special time. Okay, it's a time for you to show that you can play in a big game, and it was a time for me to show my big brother that I could do it. Okay, but he was not wasting his time. Okay, he was not wasting his time, and I could play in a big game. I will never forget this day, October 30th, 1985, my first playoff game. Okay, I'm down in my stance. I'm ready for opening kickoff. Heart's pounding. Dry taste in my mouth, I'm ready to go. And I always looked over at my brother who stood beside the stands because he found it was funny that he's supposed to sit in something called stands. Anyways, and I would wave to him. He wasn't there then. He'd probably get a hot dog. I'd catch up with him later. Opening kickoff, ball comes to us. We take it down, we score. They come back, they score. Tooth and nail, we fought hard. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, comes down to the end. And in the end, guys, you know what happened? We lost. We lost. My first opportunity to show my brother that I had what it takes, and I lost, man. Like, as a young person, it was the worst thing I had ever felt. I didn't know how to handle this emotion. I went back into the change room, and I sat down in my change spot, and my head was just spinning, and I didn't know whether to cry or what. And then I heard, Mark! Your Uncle Chuck is in the hall. You have to go talk to him now. My Uncle Chuck had never been to one of my football games. And I hadn't seen my Uncle Chuck in like 6 or 7 months. I walk out in the hall and he's standing there. He takes me by the hand and he says, Mark, your big brother Bill died today. You see, Bill was born with a hole in his heart. And he knew from a very young age that any day could be his last day. And he never let that get in his way. He took every day, he lived it like that, like it might be his last. He charged ahead, and he set a great example for his little brother. And I made a promise that very night that the goal we had set together, I would not stop trying to achieve until I did it, or until there was nowhere left to keep trying. And that's what I did.